Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. Okay, so the ByBit World Series of Trading, WSOT. Look, so far I've got 5 people in my team. Thomas Crowler's got 6, so let's get more than him. That'd be quite good, wouldn't it? The people with the most, I mean, most people in the team, that's Arena Trading Goo with 769, but anyway. But the size of the team doesn't really matter, really. In fact, you know, if we win 8 million, obviously we don't want to share that with 1,000 people. Maybe smaller is better, I don't know. Anyway, if you want to join that, the next 5 people get an extra $10 in bonus. So we've got 5 now, so when it gets to 10, that bonus stops. After that, you can claim up to $50 if you join before July the 27th, which is Thursday, isn't it? So yeah, Thursday is your last day. So just do it. Doesn't cost anything. Just, you know, join, and we'll have a bit of fun. And we can discuss it all in the Telegram group, you know, in the one that you can get to by going to savewith.crypto.org/TG. And what you'll see when you join there is that's an announcement channel, but at the top there's a pinned message that tells you how to get to the one where we can have a chat. That's there as an extra layer just to keep spammers out. 1 or 2 have got in, but we got rid of them quite quickly. So at the moment there's just like, you know, 30 or 40 people in there having a bit of fun and discussing ideas. So it's all good. But yeah, anyway, we're going to win this, and we're going to get $8 million, some Lamborghinis and some Rolex watches. That's going to be fantastic. So meanwhile, I'm actually stuck in a long trade on ByBit that's so embarrassing I don't want to show you. I'll show you this one though. This is on BitGet. And BitGet is an alternative to ByBit. I don't like it, but you know, it's there if you want it. You get up to a $5,000 bonus, which is not as good as the 30,000 you get with ByBit. But if you want to use it, you can go to savewithcrypto.org/bitget, and you'll get the bonuses and stuff there. So at the moment I've got this trade here that's 17% down, which means my entry is there at 29,633. So realistically, what's the price going to do? Well, there's been this trend line here since I don't know, January 23, I think it was. Yeah, long time ago. Now there's various ways to look at this, really. You could look at it as a kind of rising channel type of thing, you know, with maybe the top side, something like that. But that would be a kind of bearish thing, actually. But more so if the price had come in from this kind of angle, you know, then it would have been more likely to sort of break down like that. What else can we see? Well, if we zoom out a lot and go back to here, this was a similar trend a few years ago. It dipped down here, but that was the COVID crash, okay. But apart from that, it did something quite similar, not quite as steep as this one, but it was doing something similar, and it broke to the upside, okay. So it could feasibly do something like that. I mean, this one did like 1, 2, nearly 4 touches, but not quite. This one's done 3, so it's possible we could get a 4th touch. So possibly something like that, and then go back up. Or it could be more kind of like that, if you like, which would mean it could go down to like 28,427, something along those lines. Also, what we could do a Fibonacci from this low here, which was on the 12th of June, to that high there, which was the 12th of July. And you can actually see that it sort of is at the moment hanging around the 382 level on the Fibonacci. So it could feasibly come down to this golden pocket here, which is between 28,314, 27,474, that kind of area. Yeah, it could come down there. So my ByBit trade's got quite a low liquidation price. I'm not entirely happy about it, but I'm not overly worried about it. This BitGet one here, I think my plan here is to just try and get out of the trade as soon as I can. So I'm looking for a push up to sort of 29,600, and if so, I'll just come out of that and then sit on the sidelines for a bit. Now, the real annoying thing about this was on Sunday night, I was planning to go short from 30,000 and I was off to the cinema, so I actually cancelled the trade. I didn't take the short, which is a shame, because if I had done, I would have been down to here. So that would have been like 3.4% in profit without leverage. With leverage, I'd probably use 10x, so that would have been about 30%. But, I missed it. So what else looks promising? Well, if we look at the MACD here, that's gone positive a few hours ago on the hourly time frame. If we look at that on the 4 hourly, it's still got 3 hours to go, but it's starting to get into the pink territory there, so that could go positive soon. So I've got the 2 hour. Right, 2 hours looking promising. It's about another hour to wait there, but that to me looks like that's going to go green, which should hopefully confirm the fact that that's going to go a bit more positive. Other things we can look at is things like the VRVP, which clearly has a point of control up here at 30,236. That would be ideal. That would save me quite a lot of grief. That'd be good. But of course, we've got another one down here at 26,955, which would coincide with hitting that support again. WaveEdge works on various different time frames, and 2 hour isn't one of the ones that Thomas recommends using, but nevertheless there is a green cross there from 7 o'clock last night. Let's just check that on the 4 hour. Oh, there's one on the 4 hour as well. Okay, that's kind of a good sign. But the way WaveEdge looks, it's looking at much longer time periods really, and that would have signified that was a good thing to wait and go up to here. The other thing I tend to look at is the whole suite on the 5 minute, just to see if we're looking at anything in the next few minutes. Now the whole suite is this kind of band here, the sort of green, red, green. At the moment it's just gone green, so it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a positive movement here. So that might be enough to get one of them larger time frame MACDs like the hour or the 2 hour, one of them looking good. I mean, to me, if it wasn't for the FOMC meeting tomorrow, I would say this looks quite bullish. But the FOMC meeting could destroy everything. If they say the rate hike is going to be huge, then that's going to cause problems. I do kind of feel though that it's already priced in. I know there was something to do with the way the CME thing reports the suspected rate hike, and they changed it yesterday. I think that Martini guy talked about it, saying that it changed from like there's very little chance of a big rate hike to now there's definitely a chance of a big rate hike. So that's what kind of spooked the markets yesterday, or at least I think it was. The other theory was that it's because Elon changed Twitter to X Twitter, whatever it's called, Twitter X, and then everyone thought, okay, well we better buy Doge then. So people sold Bitcoin and bought Doge, which might have explained why Doge pumped quite a bit yesterday and Bitcoin fell. So there's not a lot we can do really until tomorrow. There's going to be violent moves tomorrow. So I think the best thing you can do is go over to savewith.crypto.org/WSOT, join the trading squad, and then in 2 weeks' time we'll start trading, and then we'll win $8 million, and we won't have to worry about little things like this. Sound like a plan? Okay. If you like that, give the video a like. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you got the notifications set on all, and above all, tell your friends.